Hello everybody, it's TheTrevorTurtle. Welcome to a brand new video. Today, got an email? Oh, it's unimportant. We don't need that. Today, I'm going to be watching some TikToks because I realized that I have found... Let me put it this way. Quarantine has been a time for a lot of TikTok stars to rise to fame. I don't really even know. Is that better? I don't know. TikTok has given rise to fame to the Charlie D'Amelios, the Dixie D'Amelios, It's about all I got. There's a couple other people out there. Basically impossible to know. It's like YouTube, but it's impossible to know everybody that's on TikTok. I was scrolling through TikTok. As you can see, I got my AirPods because I'm rich. Because, that's what happens when you don't record YouTube for a year. You become rich. Basically, I was scrolling through TikTok like everybody else, and I came across what I consider to be potentially the next big creator on TikTok. I was absolutely stunned when I saw this creator. I was shocked. It's unbelievable. The pure talent and skill. His name is Ben J. Handy. He's got 28.9k followers, 458,000 likes. His description is, I dress for the job I wish I had. Haunted lighthouse keeper. His pronouns are he, him, in case you couldn't figure it out. But yeah, I figured we should go through and learn from the good old Ben J. Handy, the next Addison Rae of TikTok. Mark my words, this is him. So let's just give this a shot.
You should swallow one piece of gum every 7 years. Okay, so we all know we live in a big simulation, right? Everything around us is computer generated, right? That there's one thing that isn't part of the simulation. That's gum. Gum is weird. You chew it. You could just chew forever. That's because gum comes from outside of the simulation. Gum is real. Okay, so you also know if you swallow gum, it stays in your system for 7 years. And every cell in your body changes every 7 years, right? And the 7-year itch, you change personalities every 7 years. That's because every 7 years, they come from the outside, and they take you away and put a whole new you in there, and they can change you any way they want. But if you swallow the gum, then they can't, because the gum locks you in place, because the gum is real. Gum is their weakness. Swallow one piece every 7 years. Any more than that, you might get a stomach ache, but one piece every...
Of course, I completely forgot. How much longer do I have? Oh my god. It's March. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 7 months. And they're gonna take me out of the simulation and put someone else in. I haven't swallowed my gum yet. Hold on. I've come prepared though. I've got... I don't know how many are in here. A lot of gum. I haven't really chewed gum. That's why I don't leave my room. Why should I? Oh. So, I am not going to be they're not going to get rid of me. You have to watch out, though. You could be next to go. We are living the modern day Matrix. Every seven. I couldn't believe when he was like, oh. I didn't know my personality changed every 7 years. Then again, who's counting? I'm only too busy making memories, living my life, doing a million other things, not really caring about my personality every 7 years. But hey, I got 7 months left. I guess I gotta make this one count.
A recent study out of Japan said that 40% of college students are reporting that they're very lonely. Now, this isn't surprising. The times we live in, we're all feeling kind of lonely. However, in Japan, there are cults specifically that target lonely college students. They used to go to bookstores, now they're doing it online, And these cults, in 1995, one of these cults released sarin gas on a subway and killed a lot of people. And an offshoot of that specific cult they know has recently been able to recruit 60 or more college students. So universities, being quite concerned, have started advertising to their students things they can do online to make friends and feel less lonely. And one of those things is playing Dungeons and Dragons online, which means right now Dungeons and Dragons is being used to stop children from joining cults. Think how far we've come.
Please, next time don't get so close to the camera. Please, I can smell your breath from here. I mean, I believe it's also a thing that there's a mental illness. I can look this up. I believe it's an actual thing. I believe there's a mental illness in Japan that's associated with people not going outside and being isolated and let me look it up. It's called hikikomori. Basically what it is it's this mental illness where it's specifically Japanese, like a Japanese thing. It's basically people who are in high school going into college, or they're in college and they isolate themselves, and it's like a very severe form of social withdrawal where they just completely isolate themselves. And I believe it can result in depression, where they don't eat, they don't go out to get food or whatever. And yeah, I mean, it's something that happens where all they do is they sit there and they just watch anime and play video games, and that's all they do. So I mean, I don't know if that's, I think a lot of college students, particularly in this time, are very, very lonely. I mean, other than the ones that are partying and getting sick and dying and all that.
With the holidays rolling around, it occurs to me there's a really increased demand for ham. And if I start breaking into people's homes and stealing that ham and selling it on the black market, I will be increasing that demand as well as lining my own pockets. And then the press will want to call me the Hamburglar, but they can't call me that because of McDonald's. It's the perfect crime.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Ben J. Handy, he's on another plane. He's on another intellectual plane. Nobody can touch him. He's out of this world. That conspiracy theory about how we're living the real life Matrix, the Hamburglar perfect crime, out of this world. Truly an intellectual. He's the Albert Einstein of this world, of this era. And Elon Musk learned everything he knew. Everything he knows from Ben J. Handy. Ben J. Handy is his mentor. You can look it up. It's a Wikipedia fact. Clearly we're reaching into the good stuff here.
About the world of Scooby-Doo. Impossible things seem to happen.
Here we go.
And it always turns out to be someone wearing a mask. There's a talking dog. Why have we not realized Scooby-Doo is just a person in a dog costume, wearing a mask, waiting to be unmasked, who would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those meddling kids?
So his basic solution to the entire Scooby-Doo series, it's not that there's a talking dog, because Scrappy is also a talking dog, but it's some weird guy. It's a furry. Ben J. Handy says that Scooby-Doo in reality is these four people with a furry, their friend who's a furry, and they refer to him as Scooby-Doo. And I guess Scrappy-Doo must also be a furry.
Another custom conspiracy theory just for you. Okay, so the COVID vaccine is not putting tracking chips into us. It's sucking them out. See, what they found out was that decades ago in communist Russia, they developed a video game called Tetris. If you've ever played Tetris for a day or two, you'll realize you dream about Tetris for a while. We all do. And that's a side effect of the tracking chip that they put in us. It doesn't even require a physical presence. It literally comes in through the game. All right, so they've got the vaccine, and now they figured it out, and they're going to pull the tracking chip out of all of us. And they want to do this because they found out that the tracking chip from Tetris actually inhibits greasy hair, and people are buying less shampoo than ever. And who makes shampoo? Johnson and Johnson. All makes sense once you know the answer.
My God. What? Hundreds of people, thousands, millions of people have talked about how COVID-19, the coronavirus pandemic, how it's all political. And we thought it was political for the wrong reasons. We thought that it was just a way that they were trying to get Trump out of office. But no. It has nothing to do with Trump. It's the Russians and their tracking chips. I must not have gotten the tracking chip because I admit I have played Tetris before and I've never dreamed about Tetris. So I must have missed it. Either that or I'm a Russian. Or are Russians the ones who got the tracking chip? I don't know. I don't quite know how it works. I don't quite know how Russia managed to inject everyone in the country and the planet with tracking chips. But what I do know is that Johnson & Johnson is responsible for the coronavirus pandemic purely to sell shampoo. This guy's an absolute genius. What did I tell you? The next big thing on TikTok.
Okay, got another conspiracy theory. Business is booming. So, Donald Trump is president of the United States right now. The thing is, we're not in the United States. Shortly after the election, they secretly packed all of us up and moved us to Greenland, to a massive replica of the United States. And we've been there. Meanwhile, that gave Mexico time to build the wall that was promised. And they've also just generally been tidying the whole place up as a big surprise. So when we come back, it'll be like, surprise, Donald Trump's in charge, and he'll have made America great again. By the way, by great, it's GRATE. There's just going to be a lot of greats. So that's all it meant. But he's going to do it.
You're telling me Donald J. Trump is still president? And you're telling me the reason why it's snowing right now outside in March, and at the end of March, the reason it's snowing is because some crazy lunatic packed me up and put me in Greenland? And that's why it's snowing? My God. I knew something was off. I knew something was off when I saw the huge snowstorms we were having in the middle of March. It just didn't make sense to me. That whole thing that happened in Texas, all that snow, it's because we were in Greenland. There's probably an avalanche or something from all the people that they moved there. It's absolutely insane. And you're telling me Donald Trump doesn't know how to spell? He's just adding greats to the country. It's nothing to do with it being great. And how does Joe Biden fit in? Who is Joe Biden? How does he fit into all of this? I thought he was president. Is he not? What is he? Is he the guy who's in charge of moving? Is he the vice president now? What is happening? I don't know. I think I need to take a nap after. I think the FBI is going to be at my door. I know Ben J. Handy has taught me way too many conspiracy theories. Now I'm just way too many conspiracy theories. think I also just realized that it definitely did not record for some reason any of those TikToks I just watched. So I have to go through and actually download all of them. Well, if you enjoyed the finding out about the next big thing on TikTok, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and make sure to give him a follow on TikTok. Become an intellectual like myself and Jay Handy. I'm not an intellectual yet. I'm not an intellectual. Ben J. Handy he's an intellectual. You can learn from him. Go do that. That's why I'm here. Oh, it's failed to save my screen recording. The feds. The feds don't want me finding anything out. Oh my god. That's what it was. It's the feds. I gotta get going. I gotta get going if the feds are on their way here.